Hey everyone, in this short video form BC Wiley Labs, I will show how to use the FlexiPlace object placement system and overlap validation asset. First, let's take a look at the hierarchy setup. At the top, we have the object placement controller prefab. This prefab only contains the controller script. First, assign your camera here. Next, we have the valid placement layers. These are the layers where objects are allowed to be placed. The restricted layers are the layers where objects cannot be placed. These layer settings are global, which means they apply to every object by default. The object to place field is the object that is currently selected for placement. Next, assign your valid material and restricted material. You can use any materials you prefer. The detectable objects list is optional. However, if you add objects to this list, only those objects will be detected. All other objects will be ignored. Finally, here you can define the keys for rotating the selected object on the X, Y, and Z axes. You can assign any keys you like. Next, we have the basic player controller and the interaction controller. You can modify or replace these according to your project's needs. Now let's see how to set up a placeable object. I'll use this bench as an example. To make things easier, I'll first take it out of its parent. Making any object placeable is very simple. Just add the placement validator script and configure its basic fields. Now let's go through the placement validator settings. First, assign the mesh renderer. This field is optional. If you leave it empty, the script will automatically get the mesh renderer in the awake method. Next, set the forward direction to either X or Z, depending on which direction your object is facing. After that, we have the layer settings. This part is very important. First is the restricted layers. These are the layers where this object cannot be placed. Next are the allowed layers. These are the layers where this object is allowed to be placed. Unlike the controller settings, these are local object settings, meaning they only apply to this specific object. Next is the rotation step value. This determines how many degrees the object rotates with each rotation step. For this example, I'll set it to 45 degrees. After that, we have the position offset. This offset is applied while moving the selected object during placement. Finally, we have the optional Use Save checkbox. This is a very handy feature for saving the object's newly placed position. If this option is enabled, the object's final position and rotation will be saved using player prefs. The next time you play the game, the object will automatically appear at its saved position and rotation. One important thing to remember is that the save key must be unique for every object. This is very important. If two or more objects use the same save key, a key collision will occur, which can cause the objects to load the wrong save position and rotation. As you can see, I've already assigned the layers for the ground and the walls here. Now let's play the scene and test it. I'll maximize the game window first. Now I'll point the crosshair at the bench and press E. Okay, great. As you can see, the bench has been set up with very little effort. The ghost materials automatically change based on the assigned layers. I can also rotate the object on the X or Y and Z axes. Right now it rotates 45 degrees per step based on the rotation step value we set in the placement validator. One of the best features of this asset is that it doesn't rely on colliders for placement validation. Instead, it uses Unity's Physics.Overlap methods, providing much more accurate detection and very precise overlap validation between objects. My system is lagging because I'm playing the game and recording at the same time. Now, if I press Q to cancel the selection, the object returns to its original position. If I press E again to place the object, it will be placed at its new position. And since Use Save is enabled, the new position and rotation will also be saved using player prefs. To verify that, I'll enter play mode again. As you can see, the bench is automatically loaded at its newly saved position. Now let's make this LCD a placeable object. This time I'm not assigning the mesh renderer. The script will automatically find and assign it at runtime. Let's test it by entering play mode. Perfect, it's working. As you can see, this asset makes it very quick and easy to convert almost any object into a placeable object. Now let's enter play mode one more time to verify the updated position and rotation. Yes, everything is working exactly as expected. FlexiPlace is available on the Unity Asset Store. Please check the link in the description to learn more about the asset. I hope you like this asset. If you have any questions or run into any issues, feel free to contact me by email. Thanks for watching this video and have a great day.